Hi everyone, Tammy here with another tutorial. Today I'm going to be doing a card with bumblebees to stamp and more bumblebees to stamp. And here I'm getting all the bumblebees onto my cardstock, and I'm going to be using my Ohuhu markers to color those. And I'm not going to show all of these that I stamped the coloring for. I'm just going to show a couple of them because you don't need to see that many. It's pretty repetitive. These bumblebees were super easy to color, so if you are a little intimidated by alcohol markers, this would be a really good thing to do. Because it's just the yellow. I did use two colors on the yellow. I did the lightest color first, and then here you see me darkening in the edges on those. And it really makes the bumblebee look rounded. And then here I am just doing the black, and I didn't do two shades on the black. And here I'm doing the wings, and I didn't do two shades on the wings. I just did blue. And I think they turned out really good, and I stamped and colored a lot of these. And here I am coming back and doing the faces. I wasn't sure if I wanted it the darker or the lighter, so I just did it last to kind of see what I wanted. I went with the lighter color, and they turned out so cute, and I think they look so good. So here I'm going to die cut them, and I got a lot of bumblebees, and I didn't even die cut all of them. But I think they're so cute, and here I am with the hive, the hive. And I used double-sided adhesive to make that easier, so I just weeded all that off camera. I didn't think you wanted to see that. So here I'm putting it on yellow cardstock and just getting it all on there. I love this die. It's just kind of satisfying getting all those out. And here I am using the background circle die and putting that over the beehive one and cutting it. I did go through the machine twice, so I don't know if it would have cut it once, but I have the Anna Griffin machine, and sometimes it can be a little testy, so so I went ahead and did it twice. And then here I'm just getting some brown cardstock that I'm going to use for my card base. I thought it went really good with the hive color that I picked. They actually aren't the exact same color, but they're very close. So here I am just trimming the edges. I probably could have gotten a die for that, but I felt like this is kind of thick with those layers, and it was fairly easy to just trim the edges with scissors. And here I am just putting in these bees and just trying to figure out where I want them. They're going to be kind of poking through these holes like they're looking out of their hive. I thought this was a really cute idea, and I really, really love this. And it was kind of fun trying to figure out where to put these. I spend quite a bit of time on trying to figure it out, but there's really so many options. And when I was die cutting them, the little tiny bumblebees, they had a die, but it was like 4 stuck together, and it was really hard to figure out how to place them. So I'm assuming it was meant to cut it out and then stamp it, maybe. So I just fussy cut that one because I really wanted that little one in there. And so it was easy to just fussy cut. And here I am just looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get a sentiment put on here, and I decided to just put it at the bottom. And here I have quite a few of the stamps with sentiments on it from this collection, and so I had lots of choices, I guess. Those I really, really liked and I really wanted to use, but they were just really big, and I didn't want to take up too much room after spending all that time coloring and cutting out my bumblebees. So I landed on this one, and it says, "You are as sweet as can be," and I thought that was really cute and would look good with all these bumblebees. So here I am just stamping it out on some white cardstock, and I decided to go ahead and use my Stamps of Life secret weapon. I really love this thing. I just got it not very long ago, and it is so nice. All my stamps, I wish I would have done it with the bumblebees because all my stamping looks way better and is more concentrated when I use that. So I need to remember to pull that out every time. Here I am just trimming it, and I'm going to put it on to some yellow paper. And it is, that paper is the same as the background on my card there. And so I'm just putting it on here, and I'm going to just trim and leave a little bit on the edges. Of course, you could use a rectangle die and probably make this easier. I'm too impatient and I just do it. Then I thought, well, since it's the same color as the background, I just think that I should maybe ink it up a little. So I picked this color, and I was really worried that it maybe wouldn't look good, and I didn't want to do it directly onto my one that I just made. So I found a little scrap and did it on there, and I was like, oh, that looks good. And it looks like I'm doing this kind of aggressively, but I'm not. It's just I'm trying to get it all the way over onto the white. And this actually looked really, really good. It just went really well with the beehive, and I just really liked it. So here I am just kind of starting to lay everything out because I need to start gluing, and I use the art glitter glue, and once you glue something, it is glued. So I just always really like to just double check and triple check and make sure that what I'm doing is really what I want to do. So to glue these down, I just put the little bee through it and then just glued the bottom in between the circles. And now I just needed to trim off some of the wings and some of the bottom because I didn't want it to stick through the next hole, because you can see some of that background through those holes even after I put the bees in. And that's how I wanted it. So, and then this one, he was just a little big, and so I trimmed him just a tiny bit. I didn't want him to look too different from the others, but I really wanted him kind of looking out next to that sign. So here I am just putting these in and trying to see if which ones I need to glue, because I want to get all those glued to the edges before I glue this background down completely, because it might be difficult, like I said, with that glue to, squeeze anything in. So I'm just arranging them, and I see one more that I need to get a little bit of glue on the edge. And here I'm just making sure of placement and how I want them. And I think, okay, that's good. So here I am. I'm just gluing up the back, and definitely putting those on the back of the bumblebees also. And putting this on. And then I'm going to get these other bees. And that's kind of a lot to get to stick down, so I really made sure that I, really pushed it down with my stamping block. Now I'm just gluing down those antennas that are kind of sticking out above. Don't forget about those, because, getting it in and out of an envelope might be difficult. So here I am putting the rest of them on, and there's my card. I think it turned out so cute, and I hope you like this video, and please like and subscribe to my channel.